Welcome along and thank you for joining. Today's video is story time. I've just surpassed the 10-year anniversary of my detailing passion and thought a video would be a great way to document my journey so far. I gathered this subject may be of interest to either YouTube subscribers, potential subscribers, or even past, present and potential clients who may be intrigued as to how I got into detailing. It all began in December 2006 when I purchased my first car, a metallic black 1999 1.2 litre Ford Fiesta. Shortly after buying the car, I looked towards my parents' garage for things to clean the car with. I found a nasty old sponge that was riddled with cobwebs, a battered bucket and a chamois leather that looked like it was from the 80s. So after Halfords I went to buy some modern cleaning products. I remember buying only Autoglym, including bodywork conditioner shampoo, super resin polish, glass polish, interior cleaner, a wash mitt, a bucket, a new chamois leather, and not forgetting the obligatory dangly air freshener and some microfiber cloths. When I returned home, I set about cleaning every inch and every surface of the old Fiesta, and throughout the 12 months of ownership I would spend a few hours every couple of weeks returning it back to mint condition. December 2007, I decided it was time to upgrade the 1.2 Fiesta, so I bought a 1.6 Fiesta, a Mark V Civic S, and after test driving this very one I instantly fell in love. Soon after it was purchased, a trip back to Halfords was required to stock up on some more car cleaning products, and this time I decided to be a little bit more experimental. Not long after owning the car, I bumped into a few local lads who owned the same type of car, and they notified me about an online car forum called ZSOC, short for Zetec S Owners Club. Whilst I checked the website out, I stumbled across a detailing section. There were several how-to guides, product reviews and random detailing topics. This ultimately informed me about the basics of detailing and gave me a bit of knowledge and, more importantly, the inspiration to begin completing a basic detail on my own Fiesta. I owned the car for just over 3 years, and throughout the ownership, with the help of ZSOC, I became more interested and involved in detailing, and after roughly 1 year I purchased my first machine polisher. This is when I began spending days on the car instead of hours. The last few photos are the advertisement photos when the car was put up for sale. At the end of 2010, I upgraded the Fiesta for something a bit sportier, and along came a Honda Civic Type R. I picked the car up on a Sunday and had previously booked the following week off work to fully detail the car. At this point my detailing hobby was in full flow. I completed a full decontamination, a multi-stage machine polish, protection using wax and sealant, restoring, enhancing and protecting every single surface of the car inside and out, engine bay, wheels, arches and tyres. My detailing collection had grown and I had accumulated various waxes, polishes, glazes and dressings of all types, and even began cleaning various family members and friends' cars. In late 2011 I decided to replace the Honda Civic Type R with something a bit cheaper. Along came Fiesta Zita S No. 2, and again the ownership started with a 5-day detail. The original plan was to turn the car into a road-going track car, and detailing played a big part of the build. The car was partially stripped, and due to Ford's rusty bodywork issues, all accessible areas of the chassis were protected using hammerite, including wheel arches, behind the front and rear bumpers, behind the sills and the whole under floor pan of the car. Next, it was on to the interior, and time to save weight. Out came 90% of the interior and was replaced with 2 bucket seats, racing harnesses and an OMP steering wheel. The car had already received a 1.7 engine conversion from the Ford Puma, a full exhaust system, coilovers and a full set of strut braces. The car was now ready to be put on track. You may ask how detailing played a big part of the build process. The answer is that every surface, nook and cranny, inside and out, underneath, was cleaned and protected in one way or another. The car was finished off with a multi-stage machine polish that removed every last visible imperfection in the paintwork, and the Fiesta was turned into a stunning concourse example rather than a track car. The car never saw a track day, although it was taken to various car shows in the UK. At the beginning of 2013, I started receiving recommendations through previous valeting work, and this gave me the urge to set up a car cleaning business. I decided it was time to get a van so I can carry all my equipment to clients' houses instead of them having to drive to me. The Fiesta received its final detail and was put up for sale. It was replaced with a Volkswagen Caddy, and again the ownership started with a multi-day detail. The vinyl graphics were removed and every inch of paintwork received a multi-stage machine polish that removed every last imperfection that was possible. Since the photos were taken, the van has been kitted out with a fully mobile setup in the back and my own business graphics, including a few subtle modifications to the Volkswagen. So if you haven't gathered, my detailing progression was initially led through the cars I owned. Everything I learned from detailing one vehicle was taken to the next and improved. Being a lad, when I purchased a new, bigger and better car, this gave me the drive and inspiration to research and try new products to ultimately achieve better results. When I started detailing customers' cars, there was added pressure, meeting and trying to exceed expectations, not understanding expectations, annoying products that work on one vehicle but don't work on the next, spending too long, not thinking you spent long enough, pricing, services, my own capabilities. Each challenge I've been presented with I have learned from and moved forward. With time comes experience, and I believe this has made me progress and become the detailer I am today. I'm struggling to find words to close this video off. It pretty much sums up the topic of detailing and the fact that with detailing you are always learning, and especially when you're detailing customers' cars and not just your own, there are a lot of added pressures. What you learn from one vehicle you take forward and move on to the next, and by continually doing this will make you become a better detailer. You could call this business foundation video part 1. I plan on doing a part 2 in the future, but for now it's over and out. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit